not an instant cure-all. When interference is removed in the upper neck, the body takes time to change in there. Okay, we're not dealing with drugs, we're dealing with the own natural healing system in the body.
When injuries occur to the spinal segments, like car accidents, falls, random accidents, the birth process. Wait a minute, the birth process. That blows me away. Think how many people are born out of alignment as infants and then are medicated to stabilize or comatose their condition. I've got a list that lists the majority of the common health problems. Because the top two bones under my skull were severely out, my neck tried to correct itself by leaning forward. This clip was shot years ago. You can see how my head leaned forward. If your upper cervical is out of alignment, then your head will probably be leaning forward to try to compensate for the misalignment. If you have bad posture or low self-esteem, then more than likely your head will be leaning forward, which could cause either one of these bones to go out of alignment. Or maybe you sit at a computer every day, looking at the monitor. Check yourself. Is your head leaning forward towards the monitor? This could throw off either one of those bones we've been talking about, and then you could be suffering from one of the many ailments that I just showed you. Please, just find an upper cervical specialist to see if your neck is misaligned. And if it is, get under care. And then watch and feel the incredible body heal itself. I've got several testimonials from other upper cervical patients that are pretty floored by their own successes. Check it out. I'm sitting here talking with George North. He has multiple sclerosis, which is a neuromuscular condition. He's been under Blair Care for 25 years, and his progress and condition are just amazing. George, can you tell us a little bit about, how you felt before you got under care?
My wife fed me a lot of my food because I couldn't pick up a fork. And I was unable to cut food, meat, for an example. And she had to prepare things and then put them in my mouth because I couldn't lift the fork to my mouth. And walking and moving around, of course, was out of the question. My legs were completely useless for a lot of years. And during this period, I was given medications that supposedly would straighten out my legs. MS had continued to creep up on me, and I got to the point where I couldn't hardly walk at all. I would just kind of crawl along. I had a lot of increased numbness, and it started in my hands and went up my arms, my toes and feet, and up my legs, and to the point where I was almost helpless, because I started treatment with Dr. Kuhn. And since that time, all of these problems, well, I can't say all, but most of the problems I had have disappeared. My legs are much more useful. I can do this, whereas I couldn't do that for years and years and years. So, let's face it, something is doing a lot of good.
George, let me ask you this. What would you tell other patients of other people that have multiple sclerosis out there that are watching this? What would your advice be to them after you've gotten this just incredible success from Blair Care?
Well, I do tell them that the only thing that has really worked and worked good for me through the years is the care that I've had from Dr. Kuhn.
Hi, I'm now sitting here with Dr. Kuhn, who is actually the Blair specialist that's been treating George North for the past 25 years. Dr. Kuhn, how you doing? I just wanted to basically ask you, just after hearing George's testimony and just the incredible success that he's had over the years under the Blair Care, could you tell us a little bit from your point of view where he was before he came in, like when he first came into you, and what type of shape was he in?
Okay, when he first came in, he was really non-functional. His wife had to help feed him. He could not move out of his wheelchair. When we would try to help him, we would have to lift him, put him on the adjusting table, and so on. He could literally do nothing on his own accord. And of course, in a condition like MS, the deterioration that takes place in the nervous system is one that is gradually going to go into a deeper and deeper degeneration. There is no recovery from this. In fact, it's listed as really the cause is unknown as to why it's there. However, in our work, we're dealing with the all-controlling nervous system, and the brain, of course, is the center of control. And in dealing with the upper cervical work, we're getting the nerve energy flow, the brain messages through to the whole body 100%. Now the challenge with MS, of course, is there is a literal breaking down of the covering of the nerve, the myelin sheath, and therefore then the nerve is destroyed as well. And when that happens, and it's a slow, gradual process that gets worse and worse, it also requires a tremendous amount of time to recover from, because it has to literally rebuild regrow those nerves.
Hi, I'm speaking with John Dowd now. He was in a motorcycle accident. Hi, John. Could you tell us a little bit about, I guess, the motorcycle accident, how that left you?
Yes, in 1991, I was in an accident involving a semi-truck and trailer at speeds of about 50 miles an hour. And in addition to many other broken bones and internal injuries, it left me with complete paralysis of my left arm, shoulder, and much of my back. No movement whatsoever in my left arm. I was under medical care, and my doctors concurred that I had no hope of recovery, and they even suggested that they would fuse my shoulder so it would hang straight down and I would have no use